look, we're back.
Hey.
New year, new us, new Canucks. No, not really. But the week that was is back again for 2016. I hope all of you enjoyed your holidays and enjoyed the break. It's a little overdue. It's already the 10th, I think, of January.
Yeah, wow.
But yeah, we're back again. We're starting it up. This is, what week is this? Week 10, 12, 13, whatever, doesn't really matter, but let's get it rolling. Also, if you missed it, we released a holiday video, link will be right up here, so you can go watch that. It's a top 5 naughty or nice, so go right ahead. Anyways, back to the Canucks.
So, right back into the thick of things, the Canucks went 1-1-1 this last week. They lost to Arizona 3-2, they beat Carolina 3-2, but then lost to Tampa Bay 3-2 in overtime. Somehow, though, the Canucks are still in the playoffs.
Somehow, somewhere.
They are third. They're third in the Pacific. The Pacific is absolute garbage. We can be third in the Pacific, but only 22nd in the league.
Yeah, the week is over, but it's clear to everyone what the trend and the topic was of the past week. Sven Baertschi, Bo Horvat. That second line, arguably the Canucks' first line right now, is playing unreal. They're spectacular to watch. Horvat and Baertschi have combined for the last 5 goals the Canucks have scored. Last 6 of the 7 that we've scored as well. Yeah. And so Horvat's finally scoring goals. Baertschi has been starting that up since the new year. So it's good to see those two players performing.
Yeah, but on Horvat, though, it's just so relieving to see. I mean, he's been getting plenty of chances. He's just been snake bitten. Like that toe drag move that he did against Tampa.
Oh.
Beautiful. He's been doing it to everyone. It just never got in. And this time he hit Baertschi. Beautiful goal.
And that second goal was super sick. But even better was Ben Hutton's assist.
Benjamin.
Which means another point for Ben Hutton. Let's start off the year right, Benjamin. Yep. Well done. And
sticking with the young guys, Jake Virtanen, his first game back against Tampa Bay. It was nice to see him play well, I'm not gonna lie. It made me feel good. He was physical, he was throwing the body around, he was getting scoring chances, he was making plays off the rush.
Really nice.
His confidence looked great.
Yeah, he was looking real fast out there. He beat a couple defenders, drew some penalties.
Yep.
He probably played the best game he has played so far in a Canucks uniform.
Yeah.
It was really good to see. And Willie Desjardins specifically put him on the ice for that first shift. Just
Loved it.
You know, give the kid some confidence.
Nice to see. Obviously, the whole World Junior thing, he faced some adversity there, but to bounce back in his first game, great to see from him.
Cheers. And hey, let's keep this positivity rolling.
Yep.
Jakob Markstrom playing really well. Miller went down, Markstrom stepped up, and he's continuing to keep the Canucks in games, giving them a chance to win. So yeah, good job to him.
That's all you can ask from a goalie, really. I mean, just give us a chance, and he is.
And it looks like Willie's going to keep going with a hot hand, which is what he should do.
Definitely.
Looks like Markstrom will get the start in Florida. So yes.
So, an injury update now. Yannick Hansen obviously missed the last game against Tampa Bay. He got injured in that Carolina game. I was a little worried that it might be long-term, but doesn't look like it'll be anything. He was at practice today, and he should be in the lineup against Florida. Also, Spiza and Sutter, 2 guys who have been out for a really long time. Both guys will be joining the Canucks on their upcoming 6-game road trip, so you expect to see them at some point during that trip.
That's actually a huge relief. I've been missing Sutter for a while. He kind of just disappeared.
Yeah, I know. It's been forever. It honestly feels like he hasn't played all season.
And now onto the big news so far. Big news of the day, because we are filming this on Sunday. Chris Higgins. It has come out. Jim Benning has actually...
They publicly announced this.
Yeah,
really. I mean.
He has publicly, a press release almost, about Chris Higgins and how they're trying to move him. Yep. I remember when I woke up, I thought I saw Chris Higgins was traded, but no, it's just that they confirmed that
we're trying to trade him.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you know, the way they're approaching this is kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. But it makes sense to me to try to move Higgins. You know, he's probably not happy with his current role on the team. And to be honest, the Canucks have a lot of young guys that they need to get into their lineup. And so it only makes sense for them to try to find a new spot for Higgins.
Yeah. And that's the reasoning that they're going with. You know, I mean, Trevor Linden wants to get younger, and that is why they're going with this move. I don't think anyone's arguing with you that Higgins needs to get out because, I mean, he has 3 points, in 25 games, getting paid almost $3 million, is it?
I think it's like, something around there.
Yeah, I mean, that's not something we really want on our team. He's definitely taking up a roster spot. No one's arguing that. It's just a matter of the way they're going about it.
Yes, we don't really know why they're kind of going very public about the fact that they're trying to move him. Maybe he wanted that, who knows? I think maybe they're trying to just get the fan base ready. I know there are people who still like Chris Higgins, Yeah, but maybe they are trying to do something like that just so people know, hey, we're trying to move this guy. Just be prepared for it.
Yeah, I really don't think this is a message out to the other GMs. I personally think that this is going to be a message to the fan base. This is more so, Jim Benning and co. telling us as a fan base that, hey, you know what? We're trying to trade him, but we're probably not going to do it. I don't think a team is really gonna be willing to trade for Chris Higgins at this point in his career. It's not like he's a cheap player. It's not like he's playing well. He's kind of injury riddled. I don't see him getting moved anywhere. So personally, I think he's gonna get bought out or he's gonna get waived. I think this is just management kind of telling the fan base, look, we tried to trade him. We couldn't get a trade going. So, we tried.
So you're trying to say the ownership, GM, coach, whatever, they're all trying to protect themselves almost.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. They're protecting themselves just from the backlash that fans will have when Chris Higgins, either gets moved, waived, bought out, whatever.
Again, who knows? Maybe we're reading too much into it. This might just be completely nothing. They just want to give him a public farewell. It could be, I don't know. It just seems like you don't see this with too many third liners getting this kind of public treatment. Hey, we're trying to trade him.
Oh, it's so weird. Yeah. And the fact that he's not going to be playing for the team anymore up until they move him is the weirdest part about this. He's not even taking practice anymore. I heard he kind of stormed out of the building just because obviously the man's upset that technically he got fired from the team. Yeah. It's a weird situation, and it sounds like the guys on the team are a little shocked almost. Right. Burrows and Henrik Sedin both came out saying that this was tough on them and tough on Chris Higgins, and that he didn't even really sign any jerseys during the town hall meeting earlier today. Yeah. So, I mean, who knows? It sucks. I love Chris Higgins myself, playing style and just as a person. I mean, I don't think anyone can argue the fact that he's a great guy. He's a great community guy, and everyone in Vancouver loves him.
Yeah, and me personally, Chris Higgins is a great guy. I remember saying to you, though, I was hoping that Higgins would be moved during last offseason just because I didn't know what role it would be for him on the team. And again, we do need to get the young guys going, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he played almost a great 5 years with us. He was a solid contributor. A lot of guys are going to remember him for that 2011 run. He played very well, a key important part to us getting to the finals. But yeah, so thank you, Chris Higgins. Thank you. So busy week coming up for the Canucks here. They got 4 games. Their last one at home to end their 7-game homestand is against Bobby Lou and the surging Florida Panthers. Who saw that coming?
No one.
That's going to be a tough one. And then they kick off, again, another 6-game road trip. What's with the schedule this season? Come on, man.
Goddamn West Coast.
I hate the West Coast. I love it, though. They got Washington, Ovechkin. Hopefully he doesn't score his 500th against us. I'm just going to say that because I would just hate that. But congrats, Ovechkin. And then they got Carolina. Eddie Lack, again, we'll probably see, I'm assuming. Yep. And then they end on a Sunday game against the New York Islanders.
But that will wrap up this week's episode of The Week That Was. Thank you for watching yet again. We'll keep a close eye out on the Chris Higgins deal. That will be interesting to see how that plays out. Other than that, enjoy the games, enjoy your week, and we'll see you here again next Monday.
Yep.
Farewells.
Peace.
Oh yeah, also like and subscribe. Totally forgot.
Yeah, please.
Anyways, bye. For real this time.
Take care.